Welcome back to my garage, shop, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, this is my 2016 Wildcat Sport 700 XT. Now, I've had this, if you've been with my channel from the beginning, which it's kind of new, so it's been around a whole long time, but I had purchased this thing a little bit more, I guess we're coming up on a year. And it has been a blast. It has been great. It does everything I want it to do. But there is a few things that will make it better. And honestly, I just want to be able to compete with the 700s. I'm not trying to make like the end-all be-all of machines or the best, because I know I'm limited because I'm starting with a smaller machine. However, my first thing that I'm going to do, first thing I was going to do was a tire upgrade, because when I went to Little Sahara, I had an issue with the stock tires, and the stock tires really just didn't pull their own. These are the stock tires over here. They're not sand tires. They float pretty good on top, but they don't get traction. They don't displace the sand like Bighorns do. So instead of buying Bighorns, I bought ITP Blackwaters, because these are supposed to be great in soft material. So I do a lot of trail riding. I do riding in sand. So these were what I wanted. And these I got from Country Cat, and they were on sale. So I just couldn't pass them up. They're really good tires. They're brand new. They still have, you can see the little knobbies on them. So, and they're true beadlock wheels and tires. I think these are identical to the ones that come on the Wildcat X. So, yep. Or maybe the Wildcat X Limited is what they came on. Well, one of them got them. So, anyways, they fit on the Wildcat Trail and the Wildcat Sport just fine. So if you have one, they fit. They work really well. And they're the same factory offset. So they'll be the same load on the bearings. So today, I have a special for you. Today, we're upgrading this machine to bring it up a notch. Not only do I have new wheels and tires on it, I'm going to have a new set of shocks. These are the Bandit Stage 4. Let's move some boxes here. These are the Bandit Series 46 Stage 4 fully adjustable shocks for the Wildcat Sport. So, you can see the little Bandit. I did a short video that I haven't released yet. Honestly, I didn't love the way I did. I just sound like a talking head, and I don't like watching talking heads on YouTube anyway. So, fully adjustable with reservoir shock that is 4-way adjustable. Now, my big complaint of the Wildcat Sport is the factory shocks only have dampening adjustment and spring tension. And as far as dampening goes, they are all the way soft and they are too tight. They don't work for me. They beat me up, and they're fine if I'm on mostly flat land with small bumps, but slow trail with rocks, this thing beats the snot out of you. And also on the dunes, it was rough. It was really rough. It really hurt my back. So I told myself, going forward, if I don't trade this for a Polaris Razor, like what my brother got, I'm going to upgrade the shocks. Now, I really like my machine. It's been super reliable, so I decided to go with new shocks. And I have heard nothing but good things about these. When I went online, did my research, and the company, Bandit Suspension, does an excellent job with their customer support. They're email only, but they get back to you really fast. And they have a really good product. So I'm super excited. And now these have high speed and low speed compression adjustments. So you can dial them in and get them set up perfectly. That way, when you're out there ripping, too tight, bump them back. You need them more firm, bump them up. You can really dial them into your style of riding. They come with the tools to adjust the collar, so you set your ride height. And you have 2 adjustments down here, 2 adjustments up here, and an adjustment on the spring, and then nitrogen filled shock. So these have oil in them. So super excited. So let me get those all laid out and I'll show you them all. Okay, so the rears, they have the plastic saran wrap on them to signify which one goes on which side on the vehicle. So I'm going to leave the plastic on them until I go to install them because I don't want to get that mixed up. But fronts, driver's rear, passenger rear. So we are going to put those on first, and I have more unboxing to do. So this is my next one. This is a little speaker I got. Sweet little speaker from Ron Jones. I cannot use that on YouTube. This box has tools now, and a spring. So this is my spring tool for removing exhaust springs. It's a hook. It's made by Motion Pro. Pretty sweet. I like their tools. And this is a throttle spring that's supposed to make driving the Wildcat Sport easier when you're doing slower movements instead of it just being on and off. Supposed to give it a better feel, I guess. And you know I love my stickers. I'm not gonna take the engine out today, but when I do, if I ever do like an overhaul or a big bore kit or anything like that, I've got the clutch alignment tool so I can get everything put back together properly. It's the crankshaft to transmission shaft alignment tool to make sure that they're the right distance apart. And this is the clutch alignment tool. Excuse me, so I said the wrong thing. But that's how I roll. This is the creme de la creme. What I've been waiting for, what I've wanted from when it first came out, is the Sportworks full exhaust and stainless. I am super excited about this kit. This kit is super clean, TIG welded. Let's remove. First of all, here's my exhaust pipe. Stainless. This is the L2 Articat Sport for 2016-2017 Wildcat. She's going to be a little loud, but it does have a spark arrestor, so it's legal. And where I ride, it won't be a problem. So let's do what I did. Let me turn this off, put the box down. I'll pull everything up onto this shelf and you'll be able to see everything. All right. So I got everything laid out on the table here that we're going to do today. I don't know I'll get it all done in one shot, but I'm going to do my best. I haven't installed a header on this thing, so I don't know how much of a pain it's going to be putting it together, but I don't think it'll be that bad. It all depends on how hard it is to get the other one off, how ate up everything is. So this is the Speedworks high flow muffler. You can see the very nice quality, the anodized green billet aluminum tip on it. I like the green because it matches my car. That's a little different color green, but I'll live. And the fully TIG welded headers. Long tube with a nice Y, very nicely put together. And then I had them, while they were putting it together, install the oxygen sensor bung for the auto-tune set. And I've got the full controller setup for auto-tune on the Dynojet. So we are good to go on the computer. I'll flash the computer with the Speedworks full header, high flow pipe with auto-tune from their website. It's super easy to install on the Dynojet. No problem there. So here's everything. All this stuff, along with the new wheels and tires, is what I wanted to do to this car. I mean, I've been wanting to do this stuff to this car. Oh, and I almost forgot. I got lower doors. It always irked me that they install side-by-side doors, just half doors. And I know it probably has to do with like cooling for the passengers because they get warm on the inside, but everything comes in. Dust, dirt, rocks, gravel, mud, water. You go through anything with that front tire, it comes straight up through here and on your leg. So I wanted lower doors. So I got lower door cards. They're super basic. Plastic, pretty thick. They're from eBay. They had good reviews. So lower door cards with all the mounting bracket and everything for $100. You just can't beat it. So we're gonna set this over here for now, because that is the least of my worries for the time being. This stuff is the amazing stuff, and I'm super excited to install it, kind of cover everything with you guys on what it's like to put it on. And yeah, I did get a new donut because I think the donut on this exhaust is going to be slightly different than the one that comes off of the stock exhaust. So let's get this game on the let's get the show on the road. There's going to be a lot that I don't need to videotape because there's no reason for me to. You guys know what it's like to take the wheels and tires off. I'm going to put the shocks on first. We're going to start by unbolting. I'll do front set, then rear set. And I'm going to hold off on doing the setup adjustment on it and tuning until after I've got everything installed. So, and then I'll go through and do the tuning on the computer, and I'll set the shock height and everything else. So, yep. Let the good times roll.